What if the world leaders you trust aren't human? For decades, a bizarre conspiracy has circulated. Some politicians, billionaires, and elites are actually shape-shifting reptilian beings, pulling the strings from behind the scenes. It sounds like science fiction, but millions of people, including best-selling author David Icke, claim it's real. Today, we investigate the origins, the claims, and the evidence to see if there's any truth behind the reptilian myth. Stories of serpent people aren't new. In 1929, fantasy writer Robert E. Howard wrote about serpent men in Weird Tales. Later, occultist Maurice Doreal described snake-like humanoids in his pamphlets. And the Emerald Tablets. These stories laid the foundation for modern reptilian conspiracies, mixing myth, fiction, and the supernatural. Enter David Icke in the 1990s. This X-FOOTBALLER-conspiracy researcher proposed his most famous theory and the biggest secret. An elite race of reptilian aliens from the Draco constellation have secretly shaped human history. Icke claims they're part of a hybrid bloodline known as the Babylonian Brotherhood, capable of shapeshifting and manipulating global events by feeding on human fear, energy. What are the main claims? Shapeshifting. They appear human until they reveal reptilian traits. Bloodline. Infiltration. Elites like the Merovingian, Rothschilds, Bushes, and royal family are supposedly reptilian hybrids. Archontic control. They harvest human fear and manipulate wars, economics, and social decay. Ancient texts support them. Gnostic and Hermetic writing hint at hidden archon rulers. A 2013 poll found about 4% of Americans believe reptilian beings secretly control Earth, which is roughly 12 million people. Stars like Mark Zuckerberg and world leaders have been jokingly or seriously asked if they're Even New Zealand's Prime Minister John Key received a public inquiry. Memes, talk shows, late-night laughs, and online forums have kept the theory alive. From local candidates being called lizard people in election jokes to NBC skits, the idea persists in popular culture. But one must wonder, are these merely jokes or social programming? Why do we keep reviving the same myth? Skeptics offer grounded explanations. Anxiety and projection. Leaders are often seen as pareidolia. The human brain finds patterns, lots of them. No credible evidence. No reptilian DNA. No credible whistleblowers. Fact-checkers, like PolitiFact, point out there's no factual basis to the claim that presidents or politicians are reptiles. These theories sometimes bleed into dangerous territory. In 2020, the Nashville bomber referenced reptilian conspiracies. Groups like QAnon have adopted reptilian tropes, mixing them with That's why we must treat these ideas with caution. They can seed fear, spread misinformation, or fuel extremist beliefs. Why do people believe? It fits with distrust and political elite. It simplifies complex geopolitics into a dramatic struggle between humans and inhuman overlords. It provides emotional release, scapegoating elites with something otherworldly. It's a fantasy that grants control, or a narrative that empowers the powerless. Stories about reptilian overlords appear in sci-fi films, TV shows like V, and they live comic book villains. This idea taps into our fear of the hidden puppet master, the unease over unseen control, whether alien or digital. Let's entertain the possibility. What if there is something we haven't seen? Secret genetic experiments, unseen intelligence behind major events, even without proof. Exploring these ideas urges us to think critically about authority and question everything we accept as normal. So how do we approach it? Never confuse theory with evidence. Seek sources. Are they credible? Peer-reviewed? Documentary? Stay aware. Even popular beliefs are still beliefs, not facts. The reptilian myth is entertaining, but without proof, it's a story we can choose to believe or wisely doubt. This video is for entertainment and exploration, on an assertion of truth. What do you believe? Are they real or myth? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like if you enjoyed the journey, subscribe for more deep dives into conspiracies, mysteries, and hidden histories.